Hello, everyone. I'm Maria. For those of you I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet, and I get to give the first speech, so here we go. I want to take a quick moment to thank you all for coming and celebrating with Lindsey and Nate today. Thank you, Lisa and Paul, Bob and Johnny, Brent and Jackie, and the whole bridal party for making this day so special for them. Quick disclaimer before I start. My hormones are running at an all-time high. So if I can't keep it together or I seem a little short of breath, just blame it on the baby. I have had the pleasure of knowing Lindsey since 8th grade. We met at an NWC volleyball camp this summer right before I started school at Northwest Christian. And let me tell you all, for me, a new scrawny little 8th grader, I could not have been more intimidated by someone. Lindsey was beautiful. She had sparkly gold eyeliner. She wore Hollister and Abercrombie clothes. And she had the most perfectly slick back ponytail you have ever seen. Not one hair out of place, guys. Needless to say, I was awestruck. She, however, was not awestruck by me. Lindsey had and has, on occasion, this amazing ability to look at you, and by the expression on her face, you would think she wanted to kill you. In reality, she may just be thinking about what she wanted for lunch that day. But in this instant, unfortunately, when we met, she had that look on her face, but it was not because she was thinking about lunch. She was not particularly glad I was there. But I was determined I was going to be friends with this girl. And luckily, looks can't kill, and we became friends. And as we became better friends, the death glares transitioned into painful flicks on the forehead whenever she was mad at me. She would flick me so hard, I swear she drew blood. We did fight on occasion, and I would be left wondering if our friendship would last. But then I would see Sierra in the hallway, and she would say, don't worry about it. She's mad at me too. And I would feel much better. And I knew we would get past it. Misery loves company, I guess. Food has played a significant part in our friendship over the years. So y'all know how the Powerpuff Girls are made of sugar and spice and everything nice. Well, Lindsey was made of Mountain Dew, cheddar, and sour cream muffles, which we ate that's the only thing we ate every day for lunch during 8th grade, with, a few peanut butter M&Ms thrown in occasionally. We both love pizza, and this girl can eat pizza. Anytime, any place, and twice on the days that end in Y. She is oddly very particular about her food. She won't eat spinach butts, or carrot butts, or pickle butts. She doesn't like them. But she does, however, seem to like Nathan's butt, which was recorded on a security camera as they walked into her home. You're gonna have to be on your toes with her, Nate. This wonderful gift, being particular about food, also makes her an expert ice cream and cookie maker. She made gallons of ice cream for us one summer. Peach ice cream, cookie dough, Reese's, Heath, raspberry cheesecake, you name it, she made it. And when I stepped on the scale at the end of the summer, there was alarming proof that she did not make one bad batch. She is now the official ice cream maker of the family. Lindsey loves tacos so much that we always have them when she comes to visit, and she is the only one allowed to make tortillas at the Gusky family gatherings. A few fun facts that you may not know about Lindsey is that she cannot tolerate getting into bed with dirty feet while camping. And if water isn't available, she will pull out some Clorox bleach wipes and get her feet clean. Another fun fact is that she is on occasion called Oinker because of her uncanny ability to snort like a pig. If you haven't heard her do it, it is quite impressive. Lindsey, do you want to give a quick demonstration? No? Ask her later, she'll do it for you, okay?
For some reason my name gets confused. I get called Wednesday frequently. At Mod, I've been called Wednesday twice. They're like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, Lindsey. And they're like, Wednesday? Okay. I'm like, no, who's named Wednesday? And then Zinzi, and she calls me Chunk. And then everyone here calls me Mins at our venue, so.
Lindsey, I promise I do have some meaningful things to say about you. But those are for after we talk about the man sitting next to you. So, on to Nate. I met Nate in kind of the same way I met Lindsey, through volleyball. I knew Nate as this kid who was pretty quiet, but on occasion would crack a joke here and there. Then all of a sudden, I bring my best friend around, and Nate starts cracking jokes like he's Will Ferrell. Who knew he could be so funny? I remember that hot Sunday at Spike and Dig, Nate kept hanging around us, casually mentioning a barbecue at his parents' house that evening for the people on the team. And by the way, did he mention that they have a pool? So of course, after a long, hot weekend, we were hot and hungry. So we skipped the barbecue and went to Mod to get pizza. Told you the girl could eat some pizza. But I could not keep fending off Nate for forever, because about 20 minutes later, he sent me a text asking for Lindsey's number. So like any good best friend would do, I talked to Lindsey about it and then sent him the wrong number. Just kidding. I sent him Lindsey's number and the romance began. Although I had my doubts that anybody could be good enough for my best friend, Nate, you have slowly but surely alleviated my fears. And it has been such a pleasure to see how you have pursued her, respected her, and showed my best friend, Lindsey, what it means to be loved. Nate, I know you know this, but let me assure you again that you are getting the biggest prize with Lindsey. She is the perfect definition of a best friend. And now you get to have her as your best friend and wife. She is loyal through thick and thin. She is someone who knows how to have fun and how to be serious. She is honest, even if it's not always what you want to hear, but she is loving and kind. She hasn't flicked me on the forehead for years. Seriously though, you know when she speaks hard truths that she is saying, what she is saying is coming from a place of love. She is the best listener, and it's not just because it's her profession. She has been that way as long as I've known her. She is thoughtful and she's kind. She is a hard worker and she doesn't complain, as my whole family can attest to. One night we had tacos, and along with making all the tortillas, Lindsey grated an entire block of Costco cheese, like the giant one, in one sitting. She did admit later that she couldn't feel her thumb or fingers for a whole week, but she did it because it needed to be done, and she didn't complain. Lindsey, you are passionate about honoring the Lord in all you do, and I have seen the evidence of Him working in your life in every stage, and especially in your relationship with Nate. I know your desire is to build your life with Him based on Christ and His Word, and to be the godly wife that Nate desires. Everyone wants to be married to their best friend, and Nate is getting the best of best friends in you. I love and admire you so much, and I still want to be just like you. I am thankful, however, that you outgrew junior high and that tastes change, or I would still be trying to pull off shiny gold eyeliner, slick back ponytail. Nate, Lindsey is my best friend, and only with a man of your quality of character could I share her. To Nate and Lindsey.
My dress is up. I love you.
Oh, good evening, everyone. I'm Bryce, for those that don't know, friend of Nathan's. Geez, thanks a lot, Maria, just setting the bar like that. Sound like chopped liver up here now. Okay. But, and just, yeah, as she said, great thank you to the Guskies and Romaneskis, everyone that helped out hosting us tonight. Thank you much. So when Nathan asked me to be his best man, you know, I was very much extremely nervous because I knew it meant speech, right? But here we are. I'm kidding. You know, I was honored, of course. But the way in which he asked me sort of signifies our friendship in a way. And let me explain why. Because we're on the phone one day for no reason, you know, probably talking about food, as we often do. And he just kind of says out of nowhere, he says, "Oh, also, I was wondering if you'd be my best man at my wedding." And to which I responded something like, "For sure, dude, that'd be awesome." Like, and that was it. Like, what I'm getting at is Nate is the most laid back, chill, easygoing guy you could ever meet, which I promise you is the best kind of friend to have. I mean, I don't know if we've ever had a quarrel or conflict really of any kind last more than a few seconds, because it's just, yeah, okay, all right, that's that, and that's it. So So I thank you for that, Nate, for just being the way you are. But yeah, no, we've known each other similarly to Maria and Lindsey since middle school, over 10 years. And, I could probably go on all night with stories from our shenanigans, if you will. But, I'll spare you those tonight. I figured, we don't need any heart attacks in the crowd. We'll just, we'll save those for offline maybe. But, I just couldn't be more thankful to have him as a friend. He's been seriously just a pillar in my life, great example. I watched as he moved to Cheney. He sought out a good church, Christian friends, and, with courage and humility always. So, just been a great example to me, and I couldn't be more thankful having been able to know his family all these years, and just been such a blessing to us. We as we've been able to grow in our faith together, we have great conversations all the time. Of course, in addition to the conversations about good food, right? Just the other day we were talking about God's grace and how incredible it is that, everything we have experience in this life, and this life itself is just a total gift from God that we're so undeserving of. But like I said, just couldn't be more grateful for our friendship. And so as for Lindsey, which Lindsey looks stunning tonight. Let's give another round of applause for our bride, please. Lindsey I didn't know too well just up until this summer. Same as Maria, actually. We'd get together, play volleyball at the park, and being able to hang out with the both of them together, it was. Now I'm gonna get pretty cliche here, okay? I am. So just be warned, all right? Cliche warning, but I do mean it. I'd see the way he'd look at her and how she'd look at him, and it was all I needed to see, really, to know that they were the ones for each other, just filled with joy. And it's been amazing watching their love grow for one another. And such a blessing to them and all of us and the friends. But I wouldn't be able to give this speech tonight without sort of just reiterating some of what Dan said up there during the ceremony, but just about really the purpose for our lives here on this earth. That's in our personal life and work and marriage, and the number one command to us, which is to love the Lord God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And it's my prayer. Many of us here's prayer for you, Nathan and Lindsey, moving forward, that you would hold that close. Keep the faith in this twisted and misleading world. Not to make this a sermon or anything, but it's just the most important thing. This is awesome. First for me, definitely. My one best friend I've always had getting married, pretty incredible. With that, I'll ask you, please raise your drink with me. I had one. Oh, there it is. There it is. To my brother in arms, my brother in Christ, and to my best friend, and now to his new best friend. Cheers. That's it. Yeah, dude.
So I would just wish Nathan and Lindsey joy. Jackie is pure joy. She brings joy to me in my life. And I hope that the two of them can bring that kind of joy to each other every day.
We're just so excited to have Lindsey in our family. She loves the same things I do, even giraffes, baking, ice cream, peanut butter M&Ms. It's a good combination. We're super excited.
Just to remember the fun they had, try to, of course, you won't even remember the stress leading up to it, because once you got to today, it's just the fun and the joy in it. And their private times together that they've had the last few days and today. And so they can just, hold on to that. And how God-centered the ceremony and just the day was for them. it really was really what they wanted it to be.
And I just want them to have a lifetime of fun, joy, laughter, just all the beauty that life has to offer, and just to have so much fun together and enjoying life, because life can be short,
As we know.
as we well know. So also just to always, my biggest advice, which I'm sure they already know, is just to always keep God absolutely the center of their life. If they'll seek first His kingdom, He'll add everything that they need in their lifetime. If they'll just keep Him first. And that's the most important thing, is to keep the main thing the main thing.